This week I figured I would show you what I make for breakfast for my family during the week. I work part-time and I go to work around 9:30 in the morning, and my husband either works an evening or overnight shift, so I do make us breakfast every morning. So today we're gonna have waffles, and then I prefer a savory breakfast over a sweet breakfast, so I'm going to make a sausage patty and egg to go with mine. But I just have this waffle iron that I got at a garage sale 6 years ago. So I think it's from Walmart. It's well loved. It's hard to get clean, but I have that preheating here. And then I have this pancake batter that I made myself. If I can find the recipe, I will link it below if you're interested. And then I added some protein powder to it. So I don't use measurements. I don't do measurements with a lot of things, but especially with pancake batter. I just add some to this measuring cup, or you could use a bowl, and then I add water until it gets to the consistency that I like. A lot of people, to make a waffle, you add oil and eggs, but I just do it exactly like pancake batter, but make it in the waffle iron, and I like it that way. My family likes it that way, so that is what we are having for breakfast today. Like I said, I don't measure out my mix or my water. I just add water, and if the mix is too thick, then I add more water. If it's too thin, I add more mix. I know that sometimes can get you more mix than you intend, but if that happens and I have to make more waffles than I want, then I just freeze them. So I'm just spraying my waffle iron and I pour some in there. I just eyeball this as well and put it down until steam comes out of the side, and then that's when you know your waffles are done. And then I'm going to get started making myself some sausage, a sausage patty, and an egg. And I'm showing you back and forth. This is actually how I cook. I start the waffle, I do something on the stove, I finish the waffle, I go back to the stove. So then I just cook my egg the way that I like it. You can make this however you want. My husband just had a waffle. My son had a cut up waffle and some strawberries. And then I used half of a waffle to make my breakfast sandwich, and I served it with some hot sauce. This morning for breakfast, we are going to do a simple French toast stick. So all that I use for mine is some heavy whipping cream, half and half, milk, whatever I have. I have this heavy whipping cream, and I bought it for a recipe and barely needed any. So I have plenty left that I'm going to use. Ground cinnamon, some vanilla. I just have this imitation vanilla right now, and an egg, and then some bread. Mix all that together, dip your bread in there, fry it on a frying pan, and then I cut it up afterwards. Like I said, for the French toast, all you do is mix all of the ingredients together. I don't measure for this. That's a common theme in my life. I don't measure a lot of things. I just kind of eyeball it, make sure that I have enough liquid for the amount of French toast that I'm making, and then I whisk it up really well. I'm trying to get the cinnamon mixed in really well. I need one of those like sauce whisks. But then I just dip my bread in the mixture and I let it sit for a minute, and then I put it on the pan, and that just lets the bread soak up some of that moisture. And then I just fry it on a frying pan until it is crispy and golden on both sides. You don't want to overcook it though, because you still want it to be soft in the middle. And then I remove it from the pan, and I just, since I'm doing French toast sticks, I put it on my cutting board, and then I just used a pizza cutter, which works really well. You could cut them up, or you could use scissors. These are really convenient. And then my husband and I dipped ours in syrup, and then I just gave a couple to my son. Good morning, guys. So for breakfast today, I'm actually sitting in the parking lot at work. I'm about to go inside, but my son and my husband both had cereal. I got out of bed late this morning, and I just didn't feel like making breakfast. And then I had to shower and get ready for work. So then I got this, I've already started eating it, this sausage, egg, and cheese. It's called a handheld. We have Casey's gas stations here in the Midwest. And so this is a new thing that they're doing. It's basically a sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich, but wrapped in like a pastry dough. It's not bad. And then I wanted a coffee, but they were out of every iced coffee in the cooler except for those energy ones, and those just make my heart feel weird. so I don't drink them. So I just got this Fairlife chocolate milk, which was the only brand they had. So that's what we're having for breakfast today. We are going to just do simple breakfast burritos for breakfast today. So I have these pork sausage patties I will cook up and then cut up into pieces. I'm going to make 3 eggs. Myself and my husband will have a burrito, and then my son will just have scrambled eggs. A little bit of cheese. When I make my scrambled eggs, I put milk or half and half or heavy cream, whatever I have in them, to kind of make them a little creamier. And then I have some of these Mama Lupe's flour tortillas, so I will just make the scrambled eggs and the sausage and then put them in the tortilla and put the tortilla in the pan for just a minute to crisp it up. But this breakfast takes like 10 minutes and it's really nice to have a warm breakfast, so let's go ahead and get it done. All I do to make my scrambled eggs is I break the eggs in a bowl and then I add a little splash of milk, not very much, and I whisk it up really well. And then for the breakfast sandwiches, I cooked the sausage in the pan and then I used scissors to cut it up. I then took a paper towel and just kind of wiped some of the grease out just so it wasn't so greasy, but you don't want to take it all out because you need something to help the eggs not stick to the pan. And then I just poured my eggs right on top of the sausage so it would all cook together. And the way that I make my eggs is low and slow. So I have the heat very low for eggs and I just continuously stir them and just let it go slowly until they are nice and fluffy. And then all you do to make the burritos is you put the filling in the burrito. I also added cheese to mine, and then I added, or cheese to both of ours, and then I added tomato and onion and jalapeno to mine, and I folded them up, and I had some trouble with mine because it was so full, but I folded them up and then I just put them back in the frying pan that the eggs were cooked in, and that's just to kind of crisp it up. I only put it in there for maybe a minute. It wasn't long at all. But that is everything that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the YouTube algorithm so other people can see my videos. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave if you're not already. Also, you can hit the notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a video. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you in my next one. Bye.